What if I told you that some of the most dangerous missions in modern history were carried out by people whose names you will never know and whose faces you will never see? No medals on display, no late-night TV interviews, no best-selling memoirs. Yet, when a situation is so politically explosive that failure isn't an option, the United States turns to one group, Delta Force. Officially known as the 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment-Delta, they are America's premier ghosts. But what exactly are they? How are they different from the Navy SEALs? And what does it take to join a unit that technically doesn't exist? Today, we are stepping into the shadows to find out. Right here on What Exactly Is. Part 1. A different philosophy. While they are often compared to Navy SEAL Team 6, Delta Force operates with a different soul. They aren't just soldiers, they are a mix of elite commandos and intelligence operatives. Their core mission is direct action and hostage rescue. They specialize in the impossible precision missions, capturing or eliminating high-value targets in environments where they must remain invisible. Part 2. The Munich Wake-Up Call. The origin of Delta Force traces back to a dark moment in 1972, the Munich Olympics massacre. The world watched in horror as terrorists took hostages, and it became clear the U.S. had no dedicated unit to handle this. Colonel Charles Beckwith, a veteran who had served with the British SAS, saw the gap. He pushed for a unit that could think independently and move like a phantom. In 1977, his dream became reality. Delta was born. Part 3. The selection. Brain over brawn selection is notoriously brutal. There is no application form. You are invited from the best of the Rangers and Special Forces. They don't just test your muscles, they test your mind. Long-distance navigation under sleep deprivation and extreme stress. Instructors don't care who is the fastest. They care who remains mentally composed when everything goes wrong. Most exceptional soldiers fail. Only a tiny fraction, the ones who can problem solve while their bodies are shutting down, are ultimately selected. Part 4. The How. Precision training. Once inside, the training is obsessive. Delta operators practice in mock cities, aircraft, and ships. They don't just shoot, they measure success in milliseconds. What truly sets them apart is flexibility. Unlike conventional units that follow rigid doctrine, Delta operators are taught to adapt, improvise, and think independently. They are encouraged to break the rules to find a way to win. Part 5. The Civilian Ghosts. Because they work under the Joint Special Operations Command, JSOC, they often operate alongside intelligence agencies. In many missions, they wear civilian clothes and drive unmarked cars. This allows the U.S. government plausible deniability. They can conduct highly sensitive missions without starting a war or even making the evening news. Discretion is just as important as firepower. Part 6. First in, last out. From the capture of Saddam Hussein to high-stakes raids in the Middle East, Delta has been there. They are often the first in and the last out, taking objectives others wouldn't even attempt. But you won't hear them brag. They value professionalism over recognition. They aren't looking for a book deal. They are looking for the next objective. Part 7. The Thinking Soldier. They are more than just combatants. They are intelligence operatives who can spend weeks blending into an environment, gathering data, and waiting for the perfect second to strike. So, what exactly is Delta Force? It is a tool of last resort. It exists for the moments when diplomacy fails and the stakes are too high for mistakes. They are the extreme edge of modern warfare. They are silent, unseen, and exactly where they need to be. And that is exactly how they want it. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the shadows. If you have a suggestion for our next video, tell us in the comments. We'd love to acknowledge you.